What is going on, guys? In today's video, we are going to be painting the Widebody Eclipse. So I've been wanting to do this for like 4 years, and today is the day. We are going to be painting it a very cool color, and you'll see it later on in the video, probably the thumbnail too anyway. But what we're gonna do is sand the car. So we're not gonna sand the whole thing down to bare metal, but we are using these sand nets, and I got them from Home Depot. I've never used them before, but they're supposed to last as 10 regular sandpaper, and it's 400 grit. You can see right through it, so that means a lot of flow is gonna go through, and it comes with this backing pad, and also it's gonna capture all the dust through my actual orbital sander. Okay, so the process of what we're gonna do in this video is we're gonna be taking off the kit so we can sand everything, and then we're gonna take off the taillights and mask everything, and then we are going to use this rusty metal primer. Once we're done masking, we're gonna be spraying this. It's a 24-ounce can, and it is a turbo can, so it's a massive can. It's like probably double, maybe 2.5 times bigger than a normal can. And it's gonna have a big spray, so we only got 3 cans. Hopefully that's good enough, and I think it will be. And what we're gonna do is just do one thick, nice coat, and that should be really good actually. And this is rusty metal, so it's gonna adhere even stronger. It's supposed to stick to rusty metal. That's what it's designed to. But we're gonna try it on this, and then we're gonna lay down our actual paint on top of that once it's dry. And it's gonna be really cool, I think, so. We'll see how it goes. What we're gonna do first is take off the kit and then start sanding. So this is the kit, it's all laid out. In a different video, we also cut the other side skirts, so you guys didn't see that. But everything is good. We got a little tweaking to do, but it's all gonna be really good for paint. So we got fiberglass side skirts and like a different like fiberglass, shiny, like smooth for the front fenders, and then the back fenders match these side skirts. So it's like a couple different materials. I mean, that's all fiberglass, but then we got actual metal, and then the front bumper is a polyurethane mix, but it's mainly polyurethane. So that's gonna be interesting to see how the primer sticks and adheres to all these different materials. It should be pretty good. Also, you guys can see I have different wheels on the left, and that is because I was test fitting them on the Supra. But I'm just gonna drape covers over the wheels anyway. Doesn't really matter. So let's take these off. Everything's ready to go and prepped. Now we're gonna start sanding. We're gonna use this for all like the big areas, and then we're gonna hand sand by the trim. This is already a little messed up, but we're still gonna take care of everything. So while I was sanding, the black came off like almost instantly because it was super thin. So I kind of confused myself on how far to sand. Keep in mind, this is my first time doing this too, and using these tools. So my new plan is to get rid of all of the black and then sand down and scratch up the green, because the green is the factory color and it has the primer, the base, and then the clear coat on top. So my plan is to scratch up that clear coat, and then that'll be a good base for my primer, my new primer to stick. So that's the plan. It's pretty easy, and these sanding discs, I don't have one on it right now, but the sanding nets, those work actually really well. They just shake off all the dust and that's it. And the vacuum actually sucks in tons of the dust. So it's working out pretty well. I'll keep you guys updated. We've just done the back half and we still got a little bit more to go. My old sander broke. It started wobbling and it wasn't good. So I got this new one. It is DeWalt. This is not sponsored. I'm just telling you guys. This one is way better. I never sanded before, so I didn't really know what was a good and a bad sander, but I kind of realized that one was really bad. It started getting really hot too, and it just wasn't it. So invest in a good sander. This one did not come with a dust cover or collector, so I just used it from the old one. But it goes way quicker. It's like the speed of sanding the black off is just so much easier, and it's more consistent. The other one would like skip, and it was bad, but this is great. This is probably the last time you're gonna see us sand, and then the next time you see us, we'll be prepping the car for primer. We are back. It is the next day, and I know I'm dirty. I've been cleaning up the car. The next thing that we're gonna have to do is use this spray weight glass cleaner. So this stuff is pretty much like the best glass cleaner. It doesn't leave any residue, and it'll leave the car clean. So that's what we're gonna do to prep it for the primer. So that's the last step. And I didn't want to show you guys any of this because it's kind of monotonous and boring. There's nothing really going on. So this is how the car turned out though. I really meticulously just went over every spot that I could, every weather stripping. It's pretty straight, so I'm gonna be happy with the result. Right here is something to note if you guys are trying to do this. I wrapped the hood because I'm not painting the hood. We're gonna wrap the hood. So I put the plastic wrap around the hood. And this is the thinner stuff. It's more forgiving than the hard stuff like this. It doesn't really wrap around the car. So I put tape on the edge so I have a nice straight line, because if I didn't do that, then the film would kind of like lay all over the place, and maybe it could blow and hit the paint or whatever we're working with. That's pretty much all there is to talk about that. I did wrap the mirrors. I can show you guys that over here. I just put some of that plastic in there and then just wedged it right behind with, you know, a plastic knife or whatever you could find. Even a screwdriver would work, a flat head. So we don't have much space to work with everything in here. It is kind of small. We got 3 cars in here, so we're making do with what we have. We put the wide body on these 2 blocks of wood. It seems like this is gonna be the best way to do it. What we're gonna do is just spray it, let it sit until it's like almost not tacky, and then move it off and then get new parts on there. So that seems to be the best way. And then once we have all that laying on the side, we're gonna spray the actual car, because then I can move around and take my time. And also we're gonna take off all of the vents. So this mesh right here, we're gonna take that off. It's easier than masking it. That's pretty much it. The only other thing is the box fan. That's like the best way I could do it. I just have an extension cord running to that fan, and the fan's gonna take all the inside air and put it outside. It's not gonna be like that big of a change, but it'll be something. So that's pretty much it. Let's get spraying. These are the turbo cans, so they are massive. So the ball inside is gonna take a little bit to start rolling. So once you do hear it rolling and start mixing up, then you wanna shake the can for like 5 to 10 minutes, because then the spray is gonna be more consistent. And even better precaution is warming up the can. So I had these in probably lukewarm temperature, kind of direct sunlight, but not. It was like cloudy. So it warmed up pretty much ideal temperature. You can get water and do it. I think it's like 60 degrees. You might want to look it up, but that's like ideal for the paint can. So the spray is more consistent and you don't have splatter. We're gonna aim to do 1 nice generous coat. That should be enough because these are thick sprays. We are back, it's the next day. We let the primer dry for 24 hours and now we're gonna be able to shoot it with the paint. So this is the color reveal. This is called infra green, and it's actually like a translucent green. It'll glow under black light, but I just wanted it because it's a bright green, so it's really cool. So we're going for the Fast and the Furious Eclipse look. It's like more of a ricer version, so it's pretty cool, a wide body version. So this is by Montana Paint, and it's a black can. So they make these in gold cans too, and gold is low pressure and this black one is high pressure. And then if it has the pink writing, that means it glows in the black light. So that's pretty much it. I wanted the high pressure can because it'll cover more area more proficiently than a low pressure. I tried out the low pressure, I don't like it as much. And then I bought these caps. These are all the caps it came with. I think I got it on Amazon or eBay, but they fit the Montana cans, so you can swap which one you want. I think I'm gonna go for this ultra fat cap. It should cover 25 centimeters, and that is pretty wide, so that's gonna be kind of like our, smaller than our turbo can, but that's kind of good because it's a smaller can. We need to cover it better than the primer. So we're gonna aim to do the body kit today because we only have 2 of these cans. These are the 2K clear coat. So they got the hardener in it and then the actual clear coat. So what you do is you take this cap off and then you press it into the bottom right here. We'll show you how to do that later. I got 6 more cans coming, so hopefully we can get 2 coats on everything pretty well. And we're gonna do that probably after this dries, which is gonna be like 30 minutes in our condition, probably. So we're gonna shoot the 2K clear coat after. And that stuff's like real clear coat. So it's not gonna be like the cheap stuff you find at O'Reilly's or anything. That stuff's gonna last. People say it lasts like 5+ years going strong, no hazing or anything. So that's like the real deal stuff. So it's kind of hard to talk in there because there's lots of fumes and I would have this on. I would need to have that on actually. So what we're gonna do next is spray the 2K clear coat. So we're gonna show you how to do it. We can't really talk, but it's pretty simple stuff. You take the red tab and then you just punch it into the bottom. Again, that's like a $19 can, and then the Montana paint was a $9 can. So it's not bad. I ended up using 10 cans to cover up everything on the body kit. I didn't touch the car yet. That was all the body kit. And that was my plan, to order just a couple and see how many I actually need. We're gonna put this video out a little later because of that, but it's gonna be cool. I ordered 20 more just to be safe. It'll cover really well the whole car, and if I need more on the body kit, I'll see. But I think I covered it really well. I did nice thick coats with a nice overlap, and it covered great because it is graffiti paint, so it's like you're supposed to do it nice and quick and then get out of there. So this paint actually is like thick and it's UV resistant. So that's why I kind of wanted to use it, but it also is a matte finish. So I'm gonna be curious to see how the 2K clear coat goes over it. Should leave a nice shine. We're gonna aim for 2 coats on the 2K clear coat. is how it turned out. It looks insane. There is a little orange peel. We still have to cut and buff it. We tried to do 3 coats of clear coat. That was like what we're aiming for. I tried covering all the edges of the kit, but we still have to cut and buff. That'll make it more of a mirror finish. But it turned out really well. And it doesn't chip that easily because it is a stronger paint, and I did 2 coats of paint. So I'll put how many cans I used of everything. So you can see there is a little overspray. I taped off the car really well, so the majority isn't. I don't know how this little stuff got through, but I mean, it's not a big deal. You can get a flat blade razor and just scrape it right off, on the glass at least. You just want to be careful. Sometimes you can use glass cleaner and then scrape it. It makes it like lubricated. For this, you can use acetone. What I'm gonna do is just tape off the paint and then just rub acetone. It'll come right off. You can also try like mech or paint thinner. That's pretty much it. I taped off the car really well. I prepped the car really well, and I tried to spray it. The hardest part about spraying is nothing was hanging. Like, I had it all on wood, so it was hard to spray the can up and down like that. The can's really like just being vertical, not any slope at all, so it kind of messes with your paint. It's not going to be a perfect paint job, but it will get the color down, which to me is the most important part. And this also is not like a Rust-Oleum can where it's gonna spray out nice and smooth. It is graffiti paint, and then it is a matte glow-in-the-dark paint. So it's gonna spray out a lot different. But this is how a paint like that with a clear coat looks. So I'm really happy with it. I think it's gonna be really cool. We also have new wheels coming. So I'm staying away from the 2.5-inch spacers in the back and the 1 inch in the front. I did not like that idea, and I never wanted to drive on the spacers just because it's a safety hazard. So I got new wheels. These are no longer gonna be on the car. You're gonna see another video with the wheels. They are really cool, so leave your guess down below. We're gonna have another video where we make this front bumper sit up like that, because all of the Eclipse front bumpers sit like that because they don't have a brace under there. So we're gonna make a metal brace, and we'll show you how we did it. We also have to rivet the whole kit, so we'll probably do that in the same video. I only put some of the hardware, so it's not sitting perfect right now. And then our next video should be putting on a carbon fiber film, a wrap for the hood. So I've never done it before, but I got one off Amazon for $45, and it has air release pockets in it. So it's supposed to like not have any bubbles, but we'll see how that works. I wanted to get a new hood because one of the previous owners, the hood flew open on them, or a junkyard hood, whatever it was. But we're gonna bend those down and then just wrap it. So it should look pretty good. One of our following videos will be putting on all of the decals on this car. So you guys probably know the decals already, but we'll still keep it a little surprise if you don't. It's gonna be a really cool video, and it's gonna be exciting to see everything. I'm also gonna be putting a Rocket Bunny sticker right here, just because it's gonna look cool. That's pretty much it. That's the end of the video. See you guys in the next one.